and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now Lynch on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Sheldon Rankins able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Lynch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 3rd down, Lynch. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. On 3rd down, Prosise. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is LaFell. It's caught. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back to the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers and allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
Here we go.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now out comes Houston. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
They'll run with Procise. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He was looking to get it to LaFell there, and now it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Shift together here from the D-line. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down near the 25. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Mike Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lynch. Now he's forced out left. And that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side with Procise. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. No gain on the play there, second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, Wilson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Lynch. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Rashawn Perriman, 76 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Finding some room at midfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll pitch out to Procise. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Procise, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Lynch being chased out left. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Sheldon Rankins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd down, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now it's Lynch. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Fowler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now let's go. Green.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On second down, Lynch. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, it's Lynch. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Lynch now, work to do certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
Now Lynch to throw. Going for it all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 1:52 left to play in this 2nd quarter. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Now it's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Blake Martinez. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And he knocks it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Procise. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what they're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, here we go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Freeman again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And a huge play that time. 54 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go now.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Wilson on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left.
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go with Procise. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Procise, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Right back to Procise. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that?
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Procise, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, Not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Third and short, it's Procise. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now it's Gurley, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Here's Wilson to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That interception sets them up beautifully.